Oh, what's up, villain fans? Right. And now, villain number 12. He's a shapeshifter. He changes into a dragon. And then, a beast. And he's a legend. Well, he's a mummy. Meet the Dragon Emperor. Yeah, so this one is from the Mummy franchise, but yeah, well, he's really very good at. He's skilled at fighting. Actually, he's fascinating. So he is. Well, let's just get into this, okay? Right. So here it is. The Dragon Emperor, real name Qin Han, also known as Dragon Qin Han Huang, and Emperor Han is a tyrannical and brutal king who first founded the country of China, and he is the main antagonist of the 2008 The Mummy, The Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. In ancient China, Qin Han, a brutal and tyrannical warlord, unites the country's kingdoms into an empire and becomes the Dragon Emperor. Had intended to conquer lands in his name and succeeded in claiming many territories for himself. With no opposition, none in China could best him in strategy or strength. As many times during his campaigns, several assassins were sent to kill him in his sleep. But the men who were all defeated before they could come close to harming the emperor. Han went on to vanquish all opponents, destroy many settlements, and slaughter countless innocents. But in time, Han managed to defeat his enemies as well as to order to construct the construction of a massive wall that served to protect his newly acquired empire from invaders. He also commanded his enemies and even his servants to be buried within the Great Wall upon their deaths. And the emperor's mystics taught him supernatural mastery over the classical elements fire, water, earth, wood, and metal, making his powers seem limitless and ensure his kingdom would continue to prosper under his rule. After some time in years later, Han's interests turned to preserving his youth as an immortal when he began to grow fearful that all he has accomplished will be lost upon his death, and so sought a witch named Xuan, who was said to know the secrets behind immortality. Han had sent his general and the sorceress to Turfan to find the formula to become immortal, though Mingguo and Xian had, while in Turfan, falling in love, to the emperor's displeasure and defled his command that no man touch her. Xiwang had returned from Turfan with the oracle bones, a packet of ancient spells and enchantments that contained the secrets of immortality, and cast a spell to grant the emperor his desire in Sanskrit, a language that the emperor did not know. As punishment, Han ordered Mingur to be drawn and quartered by the 4 horses, Han told Zi Huan that if she agreed to become his queen, Ming would be spared. But Zi Huan knew that the emperor would never keep his word. He never keeps anyone's word, people. He doesn't take second chances. He never keeps his promise. The emperor indifferently responded that she was right, and had Ming killed regardless. Enraged, Zi Huan attacked Han, who obtained her dagger and stabbed her. As Zi Huan painfully staggered away, she cursed him for his betrayal of the sorceress. Han was preserved as a terracotta statue along with all his troops and their horses that too transformed into terracotta statues as she escaped for centuries. In his demise, the emperor was entombed in an elaborate terracotta tomb shaped to resemble a carriage with horses, but the emperor's body was interred to one of the terracotta figures rather than the area for his body, in which was stored the corpse of Inuch. The resulting coffin was interred in the chamber in which resided the emperor's prized possessions, and was even adorned with the emperor's favorite concubines, all mummified with him. Upon being resurrected, Han attempted to once again conquer, reaching immortality at one point, but was finally destroyed by Rick O'Connell and his family, along with the help of Xing Huan and her daughter Lin, who both aided in resurrecting the corpses of all the emperor's enemies, the victims including Lin's birth father, Mingguo. Alright, so the emperor was turned into a terracotta statue and got mummified. He was cursed for centuries because Xing Huan cursed him, because over the death of Ming Huan, he stabbed her and she staggered away and to escape for centuries and wasn't seen since. You know, the emperor is really a tempered one, the one not to be reasoned with. Well, that's everyone. And this is his catchphrase. I